ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Reentry, a spaceflight simulator here on the Lord Master channel, in which our journey to the moon continues, as the moon is rapidly growing larger in the windows and the crew must prepare for a lunar orbit ejection burn. Loss of signal is what this is about. The moon is close and the crew needs to prepare for a lunar orbit injection, a burn to be performed by the SPS. So, you may have noticed right before I clicked launch was that I actually completed this mission before. To be honest, I'll say yes, I did record a video, but I decided against it and decided to record this one because I wasn't entirely satisfied with what I did in regards to, making adjustments and such, do things at, on free will and such. So I kind of decide, you know what, let's break the rules a bit here. But you just wait till we get to the ignition part. Worry about that first. By worry about it first, I mean just when we get to the part where there's lost signal and everything. Alright, we are 1 hour and 30 minutes away from reaching our closest point to the moon. At that point, we will ignite the SPS engine and perform the Lunar Orbit Injection burn. Roger, we will start preparing for the burn. Open the CSM burn planner. Then set the burn phase to 0 as we want the burn to take place at P. The closest point for our orbit currently takes us to the moon. Excuse me. And set the burn direction to retrograde, which honestly it never does that for me. And set today we had about 3,100 feet per second or value that will bring you to the vertical orbit where the AP is at about 170 miles out. There you go. This is what it should have, but I don't think I should follow that by the time we get there. But you just wait. You'll see what I mean, because I figured it out. There's a reason why I decided to do another video for this, and this is the correct one. So verify the burn planet estimates the collective orbit and press request when ready. Set the request. So there you have it. Blackjack 1. Time of SPS ignition is 69 hours, 15 minutes, and 19 seconds with a delta 5 of 3,500 feet per second retrograde. Burn requested. The burn will take place in the shadow of the moon, where the moon will block communication with Earth. It will also be pitch black, so we will need to rely on instruments to verify our orientation. Let's prepare the burn using P30, then configure the IMUs to the preferred orientation for the burn. This way, if we maintain pitch and yaw on 0, we will be in the correct orientation. Roger. Key on disk to run P30. A burn tool should have inserted the values in the MC. Verify time of ignition. Press Pro. Proceed. And proceed on. At 81, where they are 1 or 3, and 1 or 3 should have the planned DV of the burn. Hit Pro on A42. Do you mean N42? Because that part always throws me off. Yes, I attempted this mission many times because I figured it out. At least it's what I think. Because I'm going to do things my way when we get to the good part. Anyways, the N45 is now counted down to the burn. Max value is 59.59. Let's proceed to exit program 30. Great. And align the IMU with the burn direction. Roger. Use the run feature of the P52 preferred checklist. This is a helper checklist and contains the run feature to align the IMU to the preferred orientation suggested by the CSM burn tool, and P30, P40. It will align the IMU to the burn direction. So, at the time of ignition, pitch and yaw will be 0. This attitude should be held and maintained throughout the burn. Refer to the P52 checklist as you use the run feature here. When running P52, you'll enter the code plus 00001, preferred option here. Then accept the attitude. The gyros will be aligned with the new preference orientation. Aligning the IMU to the preferred orientation. It's verified, flashing is verified, and then make an adjustment over there. There you go. IMU is aligned. Okay, let's get into orientation before loss of signal on the disk key. Key V498 to start auto maneuver routine, which you can reference in the change to general. For checklist, we use the run feature, which I'm not going to do that. Our burn attitude is 0, 0, 0. Use V25 or V21, 22, 23 to set them for P and Y. The roll, pitch, and yaw to plus 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. And complete the routine. I'm not going to do that. Roger. Key V37E. Need to run reporting auto maneuver. P4 first perform auto maneuver. Set the CNC mode to auto. Press proceed down. It will then change to the 6 to indicate that the maneuver is in progress. There it is. So when the V8 is displaying, press Pro again to trim the altitude. Gotcha. When altitude is trimmed, and this shows. Turn the P4 by pressing enter on this key. Wait for it. Wait until it shows. Because it's going to take its time, as you can see here. So hover it over the enter. Need V50 and 18. Here it is. Gotcha. Hit enter again, and it shows the countdown to the burn. And there it is. 59:59. It's at N40. Okay, N40 is showing and counting down. Roger. Verify the orientation and maintain either manually or automatically. I know what I'm going to do, alright? Good luck with the burn. Feel free to use timescale to get close to it, but allow enough time to get into orientation again before ignition. Roger. Burn is planned. Platform set to preferred. The P4 is waiting to execute the burn. Lost signal will happen before ignition, and ignition will take place in the shadow of the moon. Roger, use timescale if needed and prepare for LOS. But first, ladies and gentlemen, take a good look at this. This is the moon, where we're going. We're just going to orbit around it. Have a look at it on its surface, at least from the dark side of the moon here. So that's our first look at this here moon. But we're going to use that time scale very soon, And there will be, at some point, I am going to turn this thing around. Yeah, that's the idea, because I've done this mission over and over again in regards to the what happens in the second half, but I kind of got it all figured out in my mind. So you could say, yeah. Or, whoops, that was just a small thruster I just pushed end, but that won't make any difference. It'll correct itself. But anyways, let's hit that time scale now. Right here. It's counting down now. I'm going to do it at I'm going to stop it at around 3 minutes or so. Stop. 3 minutes. Okay, it's good that you got a line, but I'm going to take over. Time to do something stupid. I'm going to be swinging it down. Yes, that's the moon we're looking at. As I said, I'm turning this thing around, even though it's going to be a bit upside down, but don't adjust the roll. Not yet, at least. Now officially upside down. 2 minutes left. Some of you are thinking, Lord Master, what are you doing? Come on, faster. Okay, here we go, here we go. Okay, lost the signal. We're on our own now. Roger, lost the signal. Just line it up. "60 seconds to burn." RDS set A to up. That's both colors. And B as well. And now it's 5 seconds. Press C to approve the SPS ignition. Now, please put it on hold. "30 seconds. Yeah, that's what I'm doing. They tell me retrograde. Well, we're going to retrograde upside down then. That's the surface there. That's what we're looking at. Although I may have to make minor adjustments during the burn. But here it comes. This is a stupid idea. We're doing this the Lord Master way. Not recommended, people. See? Okay, here it's on. 3, 2, 1. Burn. Ignition. SPS is burning. So you're saying, why that? Well, it's to circularize the orbit. And you see that circularization over there? In fact, let me get a same view. It's like, we are here. And so I'm deliberately lowering myself while we, you know, circularize a bit, because I've come to the realization after past attempts they keep doing it at the prograde direction, which you get that impression that you'll veer off into space if you just let it be for 5 minutes and 5 seconds. Well, I'm going to use 5 minutes and 5 seconds to go to the opposite direction. And the word retrograde reminded me of the days that I spent on Project Germany. How we did that back in the day. So I'm applying that same logic here, although on a smaller entity like the moon rather than the big ass Earth from far away. Method to this madness, you know. But do be careful, Lord Master. You don't want to hit the surface of the moon since you're doing that method, and may probably want to reduce that time. But it's working. See how smaller it's getting? Got a little bit view of the moon. See how smaller it's getting? And that burn planner that you wanted it to make around the, I don't want you to go back to those numbers. Yeah, that's it. Oh, I may have to kill the thrusters very soon. Remember the numbers? Yeah. You might want to stop that right now. Kill it, kill it, kill it, kill it. Stop the thrusters. Stop. I'm calling the shots here. Oh. Burn complete. Roger, take note of the burn time. And press proceed until P40 is complete. Give it to see the current orbit. Okay. 8. Actually, you're supposed to press and then do this other thing. That's the current orbit. None of these values should be 0, and they ain't. We circularized it. Good. It seems to be when the insertion orbit does not intersect with the surface of the moon. Our next has a circulating orbit. This is done with the exact same procedures. It will be a shorter burn, with the goal of getting it to circle over about 6 nautical miles altitude, both AP in 60 nautical miles altitude for both. Well, this is an optional task. Use the same procedure where you start a burn using a burn planner. Target a burn and phase 0 retrograde instead deviating to the center, bring the AP down to a circular orbit. Then use P30, P50 1, and 40 to complete the burn. To skip this burn, use the console command to circularize. Oh, we circularize alright, even though it could make some adjustments. Just some note. Yeah, we can make a shorter burn, but so phase 0 and set deviate to something that would bring it down the circular orbit. You mean something like, I don't know. Again, it's feet per second, so Do the math in your head, Lord Master. Think. I'll just say, I don't know, 300? Okay, this is a new one that you could see. Okay, how about 250? No. 250. God dog it. Here. How's this? So you could say, yeah, we be danger close to the to the far side of the moon with that kind of method that I just did. And it would only be a 24-second burn to do that. But it will remain retrograde. So let's make that request right now. But again, optional task. Something I want to do, but just hit this. So there you go. 5-second retrograde. Yeah. Great job. The next task is to observe the lunar surface and check the area of the Sea of Tranquility. Open up a map view, and locate the Sea of Tranquility. It is a little ocean on the lunar equator, about 30 degrees left from the center. Haven't even brought up that map yet. 54 hours is where we go. Okay, zoom out. Where am I? Okay, I'm over here. Just chugging along there. And then Sea of Tranquility is over there. Mare Tranquillis. That's it. And name all the craters, and including, obviously this is a year before. But in real life, this was where Armstrong and it was Collins over them, and an Aldrin, they were there, and this was their landing spot. So I'll say I found it, and use the time scale to get some closer to orient the spacecraft to see the Sea of Tranquility through the window. Observe the sea and its landscape and press done when complete. Okay then. Feel free to continue exploring the lunar surface. It is important to study its surface and use the map for its topography. This completes the mission. Easiest thing in the world. Only because after so many tries, and then I finally figured it out. Retrograde, not prograde. And I don't have to burn as much fuel. Even though we did the whole... Well, I decided to cut it short. But plenty to spare. So yeah. I'll do that circularize even more. But tell me when. Again, it's like, yes, we said it's something to bring down. You use P30 and P40 to complete the burn. Or I just use my own damn head and just say, burst it! Oh, right. You have to open that up. Don't need to do this to you, computer. It's only a 24-second burn. So, there's a way to reference that time where we can use. Okay, so 24 seconds, right? So wait until the clock hits 0. Count it down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Just for a couple of seconds, okay? And then we'll cut. 10 more seconds. Excuse me, no. 4, 3, 2, 1, cut. So, check that. Exactly as I wanted. Now let's go to the time scale and go over to the landing site of Marichankulis. That's where it is. Bring up the map again. So there's me, and there's the landing spot, allegedly. Okay, stop. So this is my landing spot, as I said, allegedly, which is Mare Smithy. Well, I'm not sure how to pronounce that, but these are the names of other individuals, and there's no indication that any astronauts have landed there. So that's going to be my landing spot in future. So I can orient the spacecraft now. Actually, look out the window. And there's the sun. Right, now where's that crater? Oh yeah, I put it on holding pattern. So meaning whenever I look down it, okay, it wants me to go. No, make it free. I need to have a look at it. Just making sure that hold thing is what's causing me to, you know. So that crater down there that I'm looking at, you know, it's not a great view. That's gotta be my landing spot. That's, I mean, don't get me wrong, it's like, it's a little bit, you know, dark. Or is that not it? Time scale up a bit. No, I was looking at it wrong. Stop. That is the area. That's the landing spot over there. Or is that the... Again, I'm looking at it from my window. Looking forwards, yes. And then, that's Marichankulis. This is the one you're looking at. And that crater over there with the little pointy there, that's Nepa. So, my landing spot, allegedly, if I had a lunar lander, would be right where I'm looking at, right now, on this window, you people you see. Imagine that. Lord Master landing on the far side of the moon, where ain't nobody there, and nobody to bother, and nobody from Mission Control to tell me what to do. I don't suppose you've seen Earth yet, have you? And I believe that's Marichankulis over there. Bring up the map again. Yeah. Well, it's Marichankulis is which ore is that crystals what we're looking at next. Then we'll be over there. So let's skip that time. Well, before you do, look at external. Oh, Earth's actually over there the whole time. Just missed the Earthrise, but clearly we're just, again, we're pretty far from the surface, but that's to my intent. We just be taking a scenic route. That's up at 585 nautical miles, which is pretty good for the ascent. It's just, it's only at the far side you get a little bit close. So let's bring up that map again and time scale to there. Stop. Okay. Look it up the window. Again, ladies and gentlemen, we're nearly up at, well, we're probably practically at 500 nautical miles above the surface of the moon, just to give us a good old view of what we're looking at here. Where, you know, up ahead, that's Mare Tranquillus, no doubt. That big opening there. And, yeah, that's it. And that one is Mare Centalis. Yep, ladies and gentlemen, you are looking at the area. Yes, that area where Buzz Aldrin and Neil Armstrong were the first men to land on the surface of the moon. And I'm looking at it. So yeah, there will be a time in another campaign where Lord Master is gonna step foot on the lunar surface. So now I'm looking straight down at, look what is the end of that. So let me go up a bit. Just want to explore a little more before we get on out of here. So it's around this ridge is what I'm looking at. That's where the Apollon is. And a bit beyond that, as the map says, we're right around there. So okay, I see the little crater there. And here it is. See where I'm pointing at the mouse cursor? That's where Aldrin and Armstrong landed. Right there. Right over there. So, yeah. So close yet so far. Just wanted to take a scenic route to get as far away from here. Just from that view. So, hope you people are enjoying that little view before we finally end this mission. Just doing the things what I did at retrograde, you know, did it upside down and such. But hey, at least you did it. You circularized the orbit to your liking, and as such. So one last thing, just set it to auto, let it do its own devices. Just do your thing. I'm not messing with you anymore. And again, we've only spent about 300% of the fuel and a lot more to spare on our way back. Again, that's where Eagle landed there. And one day, Lord Master is going to be there too. Even though they allegedly said that my landing spot is going to be over there, even though the moon's a bit darker at this time. So, let's get out of here now. Alright, now we hope you people have enjoyed this video. So in the next mission, we're gonna do the trans-Earth injection, so we can return home. And no doubt the mission after that will be the splashdown, which I've only done it once for the Apollo spacecraft, and that was during the Academy. So I hope you'll be looking forward to all that and more. And as well as eventually that I got to start training on using the lunar module, the lunar lander. to get familiar with its systems and everything, and then we'll do campaign 4. That will be all coming to the Lord Master channel. So we'll see you in the next video. So long for now.